What's up, YouTube? This is Macro Bunny 420 here, giving you guys an update of the status of this deck, which is obviously Macro Rabbit or Banisher Rabbit, whatever you guys call it. But yeah, recently played some friends down in Riverside. Pretty much all meta stuff. Not really challenging. Locals is kind of garbage. I mean, locals not a big deal, you know. Regionals is eh, it gets challenging, I guess, like when you get like top 8 and stuff, but like in general, meta's not really changing. Usually like graveyard advantage and stuff, which this deck destroys. And in general, like this deck is, in my opinion, definitely not dead, and will never be as long as there's at least one rescue rabbit, a macro, well, not a macro, as long as there are 3 banishers, a rescue rabbit. And as long as pretty much every freaking meta deck is graveyard control, should be good. Which is usually everything involves graveyard now, and has been for like 4 formats, so it's definitely not dead. If you guys think so, obviously look at him. He's, in my opinion, better than Mako. He just is. I mean, he's a stick. He's a 1600 beater who could like lance and stuff, and have vanities on with them, and it's like the same thing as having macro and vanities. It's the same thing but better in a way. He's just a stick. He's literally a stick. Like you could freaking MST vanities, you know, but you still have macro. You know, before you just MST macro and vanity goes too, but in this case you just have to MST vanities to get out of the lock. So in general, the vanities lock with macro is not as good as the banisher vanities lock. So in general, if you're going to want any sort of Dino Rabbit, in my opinion, use Banisher. Removal, obviously, with these 2 cards. Who cares if they're limited to 1? These guys get the job done a lot better than these. But if you draw them, it's just as good. I mean, these are MST bait, obviously. And honestly, you don't need to even win with Rabbit. I know people assume you do. But in general, like, obviously, you guys know from my last video that I did actually top 8, got 7th place with Dino Rabbit in 2013 in the Dragon Ruler format when they had 3 dragons and Dragon Ravine and Return and all that crap in 6 cents. I got 7th place, and in reality I barely drew Rabbit. Barely. It was either drawing Banisher, which is obviously a dick, with vanities. Obviously I don't have vanities in the video right now because I didn't really want to pull everything out. I just wanted to give a little deck video, but it was you literally Banisher, vanities, set 3, you know, if I had to, if they even got a chance, you know, I would get Rabbit. But for some reason, this little crap freaking Rabbit, who I freaking adore and love, I mean, look how cute he is, I top deck it all the time at the very, very perfect times. It is the best top deck, and I seem to get it every time when I'm in a tough spot. In reality, I don't know how I do it. People will probably call me a stack or whatever. I don't know what the hell it is because I don't stack. I never do. I wouldn't stack in a tournament because that's stupid. I don't want to get disqualified or banned. You know, screw that. I'd rather just play legitly. But in reality, I always top deck Rabbit when I need it, and I always have at least one of these guys. I think it's because of secret and they stack. But I always have one of these for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's a rarity. Don't know. I like ultis and everything, but I don't know. I go into like secrets because these are my regionals, my regional ones. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, this deck is not dead, and it never will be. So unless they hit everything you see right here, it won't be dead. Seriously, it won't. Like I said, try locals. Obviously, I saw some people doing it recently. After the first video, for some reason, everybody started using Dino Rabbit. Not everybody, but a few people have used Dino Rabbit locals and topped and whatever. But it's just locals, you know. And they didn't use banishing stuff, which is kind of a really big thing this format because nobody really, I guess, still doesn't really know that that Macro Rabbit is definitely not dead. And we actually have banishing stuff, more macros than we had before. So, yeah. I've had people bottomless this. I'm like, okay, you have 1 bottomless, who the hell cares, you know? Warning. Oh, wow, you're good, you know? It doesn't really matter to me because you have macro D-Fisher. I mean, there's so much you have to do to get around all of this deck's problems when it comes to how you play it. And it's definitely not autopilot. It really isn't. I mean, you guys could think it is, but if you really played it, my deck list, you really know it's not autopilot, and you can screw up really easily. Usually, Dino Rabbit back in the day when you had 3 of everything used to be really autopilot, but it's not the case anymore. Not the way I play it. It's really not. I mean, obviously, if you have Banisher and Vanities and like 3 back row, obviously it's pretty freaking easy to win. But yeah, you know, this deck would never be dead in my opinion. Like I said like 3 times. I just want to get it through you guys' head that if you tried this, if you want to know my deck list, like I said just now, I'm free. I'll give it out anytime for anybody. In general, you'll see for yourself that this deck would never be dead as long as as long as these cards are out. It won't be dead. As long as these cards are out, it will never be dead. Just letting you guys know, I have beat every single meta. Even this format, meta hasn't really changed. It's not really a big deal. Mo mills I really don't care about. Trap tricks, whatever. I don't care. Hand tricks, whatever you call them. I don't care. They all need to go to grave. They all need to do something in grave. And they obviously can't ever go to grave. So it's not an issue at all. It's never an issue for me. Whatever you guys think meta is, it's never meta. And it never will be because there is no meta. Just remember that there is no meta. It's what people copy from other people. And what people play the most is what makes it meta. It does not mean it's good. It just means people played enough to make it top. I have topped, obviously, with this in a way harder format, in my opinion, than now. Way harder, in my opinion. I have seen all these formats, and the one I was at was probably harder than the last couple formats we had this year. And this deck destroyed it. The only reason why I lost, hey, return. What are you going to do? You don't have vanities? Kind of sucks. Sucks when the guy has all of his dragons banished and he returns. You know, what I'm going to do. Don't have anyone to stop it. I lose. Anyway, just trust me. It's not dead. It never will be. Make the deck if you want. It's a lot better than meta in my opinion. Don't care what you guys say. Obviously, for my name, I am this guy's I love this deck. This guy is my all-time favorite card. Next is Destiny Heroes, but we all know that's not going anywhere for a long time. But, yeah. Keep it real. Play Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, whatever you guys feel the need to get by. Have fun with your friends. I know I have to my whole... Usually life's kind of sad, but obviously, you know, I have my own life now. Pretty good. So, you know, have fun, kick butt, try meta, go for it, up to you, but in my opinion, this stuff will always beat meta as long as it's grave. Always. Just letting you guys know. Have fun. Still my #1 deck. Still Rex since 2013. Still will always be the best ever in my opinion. Still the best deck. Don't care. Still my opinion. Macro Bunny 420 signing out. Keep it real. Always with this guy. Or these. But this guy's always the best fucking thing you can have a top deck. Always. See ya.